Hello everyone, it's the Venom Xenomorph and welcome to a brand new video. This time I'm doing something a little bit different. A lot of people are talking about something that has piqued my interest very well. The inclusion of Springtrap into the Dead by Daylight universe. Now, there have been a lot of crossovers with different characters since forever. They have crossovered Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, the Scream Killer, and they're finally branching out from horror films into stuff like TV shows and video games. They just added the Demogorgon from Stranger Things, and our latest addition, the Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. And a lot of people have immediately begun having their own interests into what other characters they want to add. For the longest while, the dominant killer people have wanted was Pennywise, mainly because the new movies had come out, and it would have been an interesting new killer, especially with the capabilities of Pennywise, within a game like Dead by Daylight would be incredibly cool. However, a lot of people have shifted their interest away from Pennywise ever since the last or second movie came out, and they have focused more on video game characters. I mean, after all, we just got Pyramid Head from Silent Hill, and they have finally focused their sights onto one killer from an infamous indie video game franchise, Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, for those of you who are not cultured on Five Nights at Freddy's and don't know exactly what I'm talking about, William Afton, aka the Purple Guy and aka Springtrap, was a child serial killer in the Five Nights at Freddy's saga. He has killed groups of 5 kids at least 3 times. So he's killed a total of 15 children across the games. And he decided to hide their bodies inside of the animatronics inside Five Nights at Freddy's, which is why they are aggressive and possessed and not acting like normal Chuck E. Cheese animatronics. In the third game, it is revealed that in order to avoid the damnation of the spirits of the children he has murdered, he tries to hide himself in the suit which he used to kill the kids, the Spring Bonnie suit, and eventually it traps him inside and kills him. Obviously, though, the process where the kids possess the animatronics worked on him as well. So he is in eternal torment and pain as his body is stuck inside of this animatronic, almost like a bear trap, which combines the names Spring Bonnie and Bear Trap into Springtrap. Now, Springtrap in the books is way more detailed than he is in the video games, and I'm sure he will be very detailed in the film, as the film has not been canceled, and it sounds like it's finally starting to stride towards actual filming, because they still haven't decided on a proper script yet. They're still trying to figure out what the movie's going to be about, but it seems like they found a script that's really good, and they're looking into it. But what the point is that Springtrap would be a very fitting killer in Dead by Daylight. He would, in my opinion, he would act somewhat similar to the Legion, or at least as another Michael Myers. The abilities are probably completely different in terms of what Springtrap could do. Probably one of his abilities could be that he is resistant to pallet drops, like he can recover much faster because he is part machine. There are a lot of different aspects to Springtrap in which would make him a very interesting and new killer to Dead by Daylight. Similar to how Pyramid Head has a few abilities that are new, such as the Rites of Judgment ability that he brings along with him. But a lot of people have begun to realize the one flaw in terms of having a Five Nights at Freddy's DLC is that Springtrap is not the main guy. While he is the most interesting and the most human out of the characters in Five Nights at Freddy's, the main animatronics, Freddy, Foxy, Chica, and Bonnie, are the stars of the show. They are the ones that people play those games for. They're the main crew. And I think I found a way around that. See, what happened when the Silent Hill DLC came out was not only did we get the Pyramid Head Killer, and obviously the Survivor, which I will go into detail as to what Survivor we would have in Dead by Daylight if we got this DLC. They launched skins to go with the Legion, new bunny costumes from Silent Hill, and each killer, like each different variation of Legion, had a different skin. Like one was green, one was blue, one was pink, and one was yellow. It would be so easy to do that with the different animatronics. A Freddy Legion, a Foxy Legion, a Chica Legion, and a Bonnie Legion would not be hard to do at this point. So that solves that problem. The map would probably be the original Five Nights at Freddy's location, or Fazbear's Fright. I wouldn't imagine that they would put this in a child's house like Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and I highly doubt that they would do the Ultimate Custom Night or the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator restaurants, because we honestly don't know the layout of both of those. The last thing that I want to go over is the Survivor. Who would go against Springtrap in the DLC? And the answer is very simple. While the video games have not given us a solid protagonist throughout all the games, we've had a different Night Guard every game. We even played as a child in one, and we even played as William Afton's son in another one. We have never had a solo protagonist until the books. The books unleashed it's a separate timeline from the game, so it's not exactly canon to how the game story went. However, it introduced a lot of interesting characters, and the main protagonist of the books, who becomes a very high interest to Springtrap, is Charlie, who is Henry's daughter, and Henry is the original inventor of the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics, Foxy, Chica, Bonnie, and Freddy. It is with these components, the map, the introduction of all four of the main animatronics, Springtrap as the main killer, and Charlie as the main survivor, that make Springtrap in Dead by Daylight as a Five Nights at Freddy's DLC a perfect candidate. Everything that you need is right there. It's just a matter of how it's going to go down, which is why I'm going to start a little online petition. If you look in the description below, there will be a link to a petition, completely free. You don't have to pay any money. I'm not paying any money for this. This is just something I've been massively curious about. I will then attempt to try and send this to the Dead by Daylight developers and or just the company, or Scott Cawthon. Send that to him as well. Try and get in touch with both of them, sending them the petition, because I feel like if we get enough signatures on the petition, we'll be able to really unleash havoc in terms of showing what we can do with a Five Nights at Freddy's DLC in the game. I feel like it would be a great opportunity for Scott to broaden his horizon from more than just indie games. The furthest that he has gone so far in terms of a video game that is more than just the games he's made at home is Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted and Five Nights at Freddy's Special Delivery. Those two were made with they both were made with indie companies, but it wasn't just him, so it made a combined effort, and it's more than just an indie game at that point. But I feel like tying Five Nights at Freddy's into the Dead by Daylight universe would be super fun, super easy in terms of like what can be done, and overall it'd just be a very exciting time for the Dead by Daylight community and the Five Nights at Freddy's community. So please click the link below, sign the petition, and try to see if we can get the attention of the Dead by Daylight developers and the Five Nights at Freddy's dev, in order to make sure that we can finally get one of the coolest and most interesting killers in indie video game history onto Dead by Daylight as a very playable character. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know I kind of went on a rant in terms of what this is, but at the same time, it intrigued me so much. I've always been a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. I found the games entirely entertaining, And I've never had a problem with the games. The lore has been phenomenal from those games, and Dead by Daylight too. Dead by Daylight's lore is insanely put together. It's very well done, and I think it's a phenomenal opportunity to experience Five Nights at Freddy's in a Dead by Daylight surrounding. But once again, let me know what you guys think. Tell me in the comments if I'm out of line here or if I'm on the right track, and then let me know, absolutely let me know down below if you've signed that petition, because that petition is probably going to be very important as to the future of Springtrap and the future of Dead by Daylight. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe down below. Always hit that notification bell if you want more content like this. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!